Dodie like Jody. This is the very first video for my YouTube channel, and I'm super excited to be launching this channel. I am almost 60. I'm 3 weeks away from being 60 years old, and recently had bariatric surgery and lost a lot of weight, and kind of started this new reinvention of myself, my life, my health at or near 60. That will be one of the main focuses of this channel, but the other thing is that I retired from selling real estate for a lot of years and started reselling clothing online, and I am having a blast with that. I also started daily walking, sometimes with my little Ruthie the Bernedoodle, and so I'll share about that. I have a past that is a bit crazy. Military wife, 3 kids, homeschooled them for 17 years. So it's just been quite a journey, and I feel like at age 60, I have begun this reinvention process of myself and thought it might be valid, worthy to share with others. If not just for me, hopefully someone else will find some inspiration, some motivation, some commisery, whatever you need. Hopefully you'll find that here in my channel. So welcome to my channel, Thriving at 60, and we'll see what we can come up with. So let's just talk about me a little bit. I along with my journey for health, part of my journey has been therapy this year, and as much as I wanted to do therapy for a lot of years, I never felt comfortable doing that. I don't think I felt a stigma around it, I just didn't feel comfortable. And I started that this year, digging into my past. And if a lot of my friends that know me know that when I was about 12 years old, my dad had a very bad stroke, and it changed the whole trajectory of our family. And going through therapy and learning how to cope with that kind of childhood trauma that I never dealt with has just been amazing. So that we'll talk about that and part of that health journey, that I'm on. After that, I married young. I got married at 19. I'm still married to the same man, 40 years. We started having kids at 20. We had 3 kids in a 5.5-year span. Or 6.5-year span, and my husband went in the Air Force, and we traveled all over, and I homeschooled the kids all over, and we did our studies in castles in Germany, and it was just a great life. We finally got our final assignment after 20-something years in the military, went to Alaska, our dream base, retired in Alaska. That's where I started my real estate business. I had finished up homeschooling all my kids. They were all headed off to college, and real estate seemed fun, and it was a blast, and I loved every second of it. We lived in Alaska 10 years. And then all of our kids came to Minneapolis, Minnesota to go to college, and we decided to move there to see if we could maybe have a little time with them before they scattered all over the world. And 11 years later, and they are still all in Minneapolis with us, and it is the joy of our life to be in the same city as our adult kids. We are avid University of Arizona men's basketball fans, our whole family, and our family in Minnesota are avid Minnesota United football club soccer fans and have season tickets, and you'll see some of this part of the journey of this channel will be sharing our love of sports and live events, anything live, music, acting, sports. If it's live, I'd like to be there every day of the week, but I can't. So that's part of the things we'll talk about. And then we'll talk about this last life change. COVID hit. It was really hard on our family because in the midst of that, my husband had a surgery that went bad on his spine and ended up with a disability. And so he retired, and soon after that I retired from real estate as it was just too much to manage his care. He's managed his care amazingly well and is doing well, but it's a daily struggle for him. So we might talk a little bit about that. I was bored when I retired from real estate, and so I can't just sit. So I started my little reselling business, and it is so much fun. I am loving every second of it. I have a whole inventory system and all sorts of things, and weekly sales, and all sorts of things will add to this this channel. So you'll know, is this channel, are we talking about, sports this week? Or are we talking about reselling this week? Or are we talking about one of the things that probably will be most valid on this channel, and that is health. I had bariatric surgery about 6 months ago, and I have lost 55 pounds, and we'll dig into the reasons why I determined that that was the best course of action for me at this age, at this stage in my life, and simply for me only. No comparisons. We aren't going to compare here. We aren't going to trivialize anyone else's issues. We're just going to talk about why I chose mine, and if I can help anyone else in their decisions to learn to have a healthier health span over the next 20 years of my life, and that's the goal. So we talked a little bit about all the things we're going to cover on this channel. Let's just talk about the whys. So why does anybody do a YouTube channel? I sat there for, I think, years. It's been years wanting to do a YouTube channel and wondering why. Is it selfish because you want to be on camera? Are you trying to make money? Are you trying to encourage? Do you need someone to talk to? What is it about me that was causing me this desire to want to do a YouTube channel? And so for me, it really is talking through the things that have worked. I've always been a teacher. I homeschooled my kids for 17 years. I taught them. Then in real estate, I became teachers of classes and teachers of other agents. And so I felt like there's this teaching thing in me that has always been there. And I think I was missing that. So part of this YouTube channel is just to teach my experience. When you homeschool your kids, you learn to be a cheerleader, a motivational coach. You learn all those things. And I think that's part of my desire to have this channel, is to just see if there's things that I've gone through that could be helpful for other people. So that's part of it. Part of it is just an outlet for me, something else to do, something wonderful to be a part of. And I love that. And I love that. And I am an open book. Most people will say, Dodie, you share too much. I know some of my family members think that. But you know what? If you don't invite people into your life, how can you have people there to encourage you and get you through the hard times and the good times, right? If you don't share or invite people to be a part of your process, then they aren't there. They need an invite. And I like to invite people because I like to share my life. That's the way it is. So this channel is going to have good, bad, ugly. There's going to be some stuff with the bariatric surgery you may not want to hear. There's going to be some stuff with the struggles we've been through that have been hard. But you know what? In the end, this is our life, right? This is what we choose. We choose the path. We walk it. If we don't like it, we adjust it. We dig a new path. We follow a new path. So that's where I'm at here. That's why I wanted to have this channel. That's why I'm here. So starting next week, there'll be 2 to 4 videos a week, and they'll be clearly titled, so you'll know. Is it bariatric surgery we're talking about? Are we talking about reselling? How about walking with Ruthie? Did I go to a sporting event that I can't shut up talking about? You'll see, and you'll be able to watch if you want and skip if you don't. So that's going to be the plan here going forward. At least 2 videos a week, hopefully more. There'll be some shorts. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. They're all going to be attached to this YouTube and down in the details. So if you are looking for a place to discuss these type of things, healthy living and thriving at 60, in all capacities, this might be a channel that you would enjoy. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. As my friend Itchy Boots, if you guys don't watch her, you gotta watch her. Itchy Boots would say, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when I release new videos, and have a wonderful week.